So how was everybody's day? I hope it's great. Mine's doing fine. Uh, Looks like cranberries are done. Looks like sunflowers are done. Looks like it's the 13th. Looks like the yams are done. Looks like I've got level 10 farming. Looks like a lot of things are good today. There's a lot of things to sell, I suppose. That's the whole point of doing a shit ton of cranberries. So you can sell a shit ton of cranberries. Not sure how many yams I want to sell. Obviously 15. Not sure how many past that I want to sell. Yet, after year 1, when you've sold 15 of every crop, and I love that I have fairy rose flowers, those are expensive. You don't want to sell anymore. You don't want to grow any crops other than the ones that are going to make you the most money. So year 2 is not about completing missions for people. I want a fairy rose. I want you to cook something for me. It's all just about let's make the most money. I think Jody's the only hard event that you need to bring an item, which is a bass. You don't actually have to bring anything you've grown, so that's probably fine. And I have tons of these fall seeds because you get them by just refining brown mushrooms, which is fantastic, which makes fall one of the most lucrative seasons if you look at it from that perspective. A bunch of free seeds. Free seeds means just a bunch of foragings, and with all of that you could get your foraging up. My foraging's almost at level 10 anyway, so the only thing left is going to be mine and combat. Okay, fine. You want a red snapper? I've got a red snapper. I saved 4 of every fish, and I want to do 40 missions. So here, have a fucking jade. She prefers amethyst, but you can give her rocks, and she likes it. She likes just a big collection on her bedroom shelf or something, and she just looks at them and thinks they're lovely. Collect the whole set, That's what she wants to do with her life. In fact, this town, I imagine that the game, have a pomegranate, that the game really should end after 2 years, and it would just tell you that, you're in a time loop. Or have it do the Harvest Moon approach of, okay, now, don't get me wrong now. I do not like Harvest Moon Save the Homeland, okay? I don't. However, Harvest Moon Save the Homeland does one thing. That is kind of an okay idea. Sort of an okay idea. After the first year, it says, oh yeah, at the end of this year, the company wants to come in and build an amusement park. We don't want it to happen. And all of the stuff you do throughout Save the Homeland's year is to find ways to prevent that company from building an amusement park in the homeland. Okay? And there's, for the sake of argument, let's say there are 6 ways to do it. And there might be more, but I remember I found every way to do it in the first year of playing, which means Save the Homeland is definitely one of Baby's first Harvest Moon games. And I got halfway or more through every one of them. You only need to do one of them in that game to complete the mission of saving the homeland. But you can progress through all but the last step of all of the ways to save the homeland. And I progressed through either all but the last step or all but the second to last step of every way possible in the first year of playing. As a veteran of playing Harvest Moon games and games like this, it was way too easy for me to figure that shit out. There's a little artifact spot there, but it only gives me clay, so yay. So anyway, what Save the Homeland did, though, was after the year was up, it reset the game as far as everything. Every town folk's memory of you is reset. All of the NPC events are reset. The only thing that's not reset is your progress. So basically they're saying, hey, welcome to your farm, here it is. And then it comes in exactly how you left it the last day of winter. If you want to look at it from a role-playing perspective, you could say, hey, you inherited this in this state from the previous guy. but now our homeland is threatened. You could look at it that way if you want. And I got some 6 iridium out of that asteroid, which it took me forever to finally destroy it. And it crashed so long ago, sometime in summer, and I didn't even touch it. Probably should have. But Save the Homeland is way too easy. But what they did was they reset it after a year. In this game, it would be nice if there was an option that you select it at the beginning of your file. And it would say that after... Oh, there's the pumpkins here. It would say, hey, after 2 years of playing, the game will reset all of the status of the town. So you won't be married anymore. You won't have any kids anymore. But what? And you got to sell 15 pumpkins, and you got to have one for the community center. You might say no. You need 5 pumpkins quality for the community center, but not if you do the other quality crops. And I already did those, so I don't need to keep my quality pumpkins. So that's nice, because pumpkins sell for quite a bit. So does pumpkin juice. Pumpkin juice actually sells for a lot, but I wasn't going to refine it. Just didn't feel like setting up the industry. This is a challenge run for something else. I'm not worried about maximizing my money over the long term. I'm worried about the here and now. So anyway, back to that Harvest Moon thing. Yeah, it resets. So this game could do that. You have a setting in this game, and it would say, hey, how about after the 2nd year and Grandpa evaluates you, you come into year 3 with all of the items, even Grandpa's evaluation. If he evaluates you great and gives you the Statue of Endless Fortune, great, you have it. And then the game starts again. It resets the year, like as you just came off the bus. But your farm is the same way it was when you left it in the winter. And all of the goods are there and everything. And the only thing that could be different was you walk in, it says, yeah, the farm's in pretty decent shape, or whatever the shape is, whatever your shape is, there'd be some sort of dynamics there. I changed the location of that snowman, by the way, to the corner. Oh, in this game right here, I lose footage. The game actually crashed. I went to the pub at about 6 or 7 p.m., gave people gifts, and then played Prairie King, thinking I'd just have some fun real quick, and the game crashed during Prairie King. So I had to reset the game, but fortunately I had paused the recording before I entered the pub. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do this thing and be right back. And, well, I had to replay this day that you're seeing right now. But I played it mostly the same. The only thing different is I did not go to the desert, so I didn't pick up these coconuts. And I didn't go into this mine. So that's the only difference. So anything you see me grabbing here doesn't happen. All the progress you see, gone. Because the day had to start over. But despite not going to Skull Cavern, because it really didn't do much anyway, I had some geodes, I cracked them, but then nothing happened. I don't like to replay days, to be honest, but this one was a crash, so I had to. And I played the day the same, except for I didn't go into the mines, I did other things. And I did find other cutscenes that day, because I realized that I was due for 2 cutscenes, but I had waited too long in the day to see them. So you'll see cutscenes out of order here, as far as time of day. But I edited out the time. I go to the bar, and then I see the cutscene, and then I'll come back to the farm at 10 p.m. So don't be jarred. Don't think it's jarring if you see, wait a minute, this isn't consistent. And I'm always trying to figure out, should I just keep planting forageables? They take so many days to grow, etc., etc. So anyway, Haley gets her coconut in this iteration, but she doesn't. But George gets a leek in the other iteration, because I go back and give him a better gift. I don't give him mayo. There's the bundle, though. I do the same thing here, you know. Maybe it had something to do with them putting my beehive here. I don't know. I don't know why the game crashed. But I'll let you guys watch this. Yay, star! Only 2 more left to go. Anyway, so I think this game should have an option for that, like that. Here comes the jarring thing. Here comes the skip. You'll see it. I'll get the Elliot cutscene in a second, right here. You know. So, and you come back at day 1, year 1 again, but the farm is in the shape it's in, and you have the money of the time you left. But all your relationships are reset, and you actually have the option to change your appearance, because it could be a separate person. In fact, I think it would be mandatory you change your appearance. Sure, you could pick the same appearance over and over again, but That would be nice. Just as a way to spice things up. But again, you could actually turn that option off if I had my way. That way the game could just go on infinitely. But this whole area, this whole valley is in a time loop. Because no one ages. 100 years into the game, nothing's different. So that's the one peeve I have. The game essentially ends at year 2. So to have some longevity like that would be nice. Or after the second year, it could say, and thus life continued, and then there's a round 2, and there's different people in town, older people, like Pierre's old, and if you didn't marry Abigail, she's running the shop, or if you married her, she's not running the shop, but maybe there's someone who took it over, you know. Maybe your family took it over. If you married Abigail, but never had any kids, and Abigail was like, I have to go open the shop, that's what I do. Yay, I get this. Greenhouse, hooray. And that would be nice. Here's the cutscene that Jody invites you. You need a fucking bass for this one. I think you can catch it today. But I already had a few in reserve, so that's fine. Fine and dandy. The thing I'm having a problem with now is still not knowing what to set. But a lot of the forageables are done right now. And I'm not sure if I want to sell them all. But as it's a challenge run, I kind of should. Make more seeds, but then sell the rest, you know? I like to have seed banks. It's the way I like to play. But then when I play challenge runs, I have to stop the way I normally like to play. I'm still having problems doing that. Yeah. So see you there, all the mail. She's upgrading my house, and you need that because you need to cook. So I'm like, apple jelly? I could do apple jelly. Still so many things I haven't sold here yet, which makes me sad. If I was a smart man, I would have put more of those brown mushrooms in to be refined. 1 mushroom equals 1 fall seed. So you don't get 10 fall seeds. But you can get a ton of brown mushrooms if you pick the mushroom cave. And you should do that. That makes fall the most profitable season for a while. For your first year, not your second year. Second year, any season can be your most profitable. Okay, this is a really, really good RNG. Sandy's asking for a gold bar on her birthday, and I still haven't given her a gift yet today. So give her the gold bar, give her the flower, then give her the second flower. You can triple gift that way. So she goes to 10 hearts amazingly. She gets that, she gets her favorite gift on her birthday, then she gets her favorite gift, because birthday gifts don't count against gifts. Now if you're wondering why her gift giving isn't 2 X's, I forgot that I had the mod installed, and the mod that says you can unlimited gift, but I still respect that I can only give 2 gifts a week, in case you guys are like, hey, I want to follow along at home, but you're giving too many gifts to people. But you can still triple gift if those situations occur. They're asking for something, it's their birthday, and you still haven't given them 2 gifts yet. And I still hadn't because it's Monday, and I give her gifts Sunday and Friday. So that means I don't have to go to the Oasis on Friday, which is really nice for me, because I already have all the artifacts. And unless Friday's a good luck day, I'm not going to do it. Here I'm wondering if I should buy a bunch of seeds or not. I mean, I don't have any wheat at all. And you kind of need wheat for flour, but he sells flour, but, you know. I should have probably, in hindsight, grabbed a bunch of wheat for flour, because you got to cook with it. There's a lot of things that need it. See, I moved the snowman down to that corner. So I'm making some sprinklers because of the greenhouse. So I want to put some things in that greenhouse, especially the spring crops that I didn't have a chance to plant, that Sandy sells. Rhubarb. Yeah, there's rhubarb, beets, and star fruits. The rhubarb you don't get to plant the first year, unless you do this. Now, the last update actually let you put sprinklers on tilled soil. You used to not be able to do that. You used to have to actually unhoe that middle ground. So it was nice that they changed that. There's some mixed seeds to go in the mix. Mixed seeds to go in the mix. Redundancy much? Yes, redundancy. You gotta water them or they won't grow the first day. Yep, there you go. Fill in the holes. Good boy. plant all of the things, get some filler seeds. Here I'm like, yeah, let's do this. I don't have enough sprinklers to fill this out, but I'm out of resources, basically. I haven't been mining lately. But here's a good idea. I had a bunch of mixed seeds. Might as well plant them for fall. Even if they're pumpkins, they'll still grow right now. 12 days, yeah, they'll still grow. Don't do that after the 15th, though. But do that up to and including the 15th. I need to buy the spring trees, because I don't have the items I need. But anyway, it's almost 7. So I talk to these people. No real reason. I'm just fapping about, wasting time. I found the baguettes in the trash and ate it. Delicious. Because I was like, I'll just destroy your plants. Anyway, come in. Come help with dinner. Yes, ma'am. Here's a fish. I throw it on the floor because that's what we do before we eat things. And then you get all this delicious hearts, you know. You gotta have 5 hearts with 10 people. And 1 person at 10 hearts, and I've done the 1 person 10 hearts because the Sandy thing was very lucky. Then again, I saved all of those flowers for the summer because she loves them. And in spring, other people like daffodils. So throughout the summer, just save all of those. Except use 1 to craft the summer seeds, and other than that, don't. And 1 for the bundle, the summer foraging. Everything else, save for Sandy. And I think I'm nearing the end. And then maybe there's another day. But I'm not sure. I think this is it. And I have all this energy, so I might as well chop some trees, right? Exactly. No, I still have another day going on. I look at this place and I'm like, yeah. Then I realize my foraging has leveled up, so I'm not getting any seeds, so I might as well stop chopping. Because I don't want to lose more seeds than I... Okay, I was going to take Tracker, but I took Botanist. If you're going for achievements, please don't do what I did. Please take Tracker, because it's going to help you. It's going to help you get all of the artifacts, because it's going to tell you if there's any on the map. So you can look to see if there's any yellow arrows. And actually, Tracker is my favorite achievement. I don't really care about harvesting the best forageables. I don't. However, don't take Tracker if you're not going for faster achievements. Take Botanist, okay? It's really good to pluck those things and get all the money out of it. So I'm wondering if I should make eggplant seeds or not. You know? But I'm like, no, let's just sell something. I think I do put eggplants in there. No, I don't. I think I just sell them. And I'm like, what else do I need to sell in this bundle? Juice, which I'm making, but I can't remember what's next to the honey, you know? And so I'm lost for a while, but I gotta make some coffee, so let's just make some coffee and sell some coffee. Don't have to sell coffee, but it's a thing. So I forgot it was the Grange display, so I spend a while figuring out what I take in the Grange display. I don't get 100 points, but I get like 96 points, which you only need, you need less than 90 to win. I think you need like 80 something, but it takes me a while to figure out, because I don't really have a lot of good items. But I do have enough to win. Like, I sold most of the Gold Star stuff. But I have other Gold Star stuff. And some of these things give you a lot of points. If that ancient fruit was Gold Star, I would have gotten more points. Some Artisan goods, they give you a certain amount of points. I heard that doubling up Artisan goods or tripling up Artisan goods has a diminishing return on points. So I just picked all these things that I know would give me decent points. Artisan maple syrup, you know, iridium bar, done with the fair, got everything I needed. You know, got the Star Drop, got the Fedora, got the Rare Crow, the Jack Skellington one, and then that's it. It's decent. I have all this energy, but nothing to do with it. You know. Again, quite sad. But I'll sort chests out later. I really don't want to do it during this first year. We'll do an assessment at the end of the year. I still have all of winter to find all of the bones, and that's going to be hard because I have to find all of them except the tailbone. Eggplants, hook me up. Okay, last day of the recording, I'm pretty sure. Say hi to all the animals. I'm trying to get a duck feather and a second rabbit's foot, obviously. So of course we need to say hello to everybody and make them happy. I got a really lucky rabbit foot drop in summer, and it hasn't happened since. And look at all these forageables. Here's all of them, all of the forageables, and they're all iridium quality. See, you do this. This is why you don't need to do a tracker if you're not doing achievements, because you can do all this and make all of the monies. It's not as good as Mega Crops, but it's fun. It's very fun. But I think I saved most of them. I do craft some seeds just to make sure I've crafted them. I'm pretty sure I've already crafted fall seeds, but I make sure I craft them because I just want to fill out the holes. And I realize it's Wednesday, so I can actually buy seeds from Pierre. I was actually going to buy trees from him this day, but he's closed, so I can buy them. I gotta buy the spring trees later, which pisses me off. And I put some brown mushrooms in there, knowing I'm going to need more. Gotta fill this back out. Of course I do, because I want to plant. I want to just make more forageables. It takes 8 days for them to grow, and there's more than 8 days in the season, so it's fine. And a couple of iridium sprinklers later, and we're definitely good to go. There's Pam. Hey, sniff out some truffles for me. My pig's not full grown yet. Elliot wants a catfish. Might as well give him a catfish. Because I've got one. I was tempted to go to the... I did go to the desert. I don't know why, because there's no more artifacts for me to find, and Sandy is very happy with me right now. And she won't degrade now that she's at 10 hearts. But, I kind of want to use I know the reason I came here. It's a good luck day. And I honestly wanted to exploit that and get some geodes and crack some geodes. And I do find some geodes, but so I'm trying to get the drum. Remember, I don't have the dwarven artifact, the drum. So, boom, fall floors. Yay, amethysts, good gifts. I like you to destroy the silver ones because they only take one hit here. And they give you EXP for mining, so of course I want to destroy them. Wow. I really need a better weapon, but I don't want to spend 25,000 to buy the weapon that's under the sword. But I might do it because I prefer to give Gunther my first rainbow shard rather than sell one. Because I don't think I'm going to sell everything for this achievement because I don't have any artichokes. No artichokes. So I can't sell one of everything. I'm doing the rhubarb, but see, look, there's nothing here. It's nothing that exciting. Clint doesn't need any of this stuff. Gunther, I mean, so I can just... Here, Clint. He says thanks to the cactus fruit, so it's a neutral gift. Penny liked this spicy eel, so that was a gift for her. Get her buttered up, because she's not a bar bitch. She'll never go there. Of course, I give her a stupid gift, and I give her a blackberry, but she's like, oh, thanks. Yeah, might as well throw that in there. But her likes are like cakes and shit, and I don't just have anything. She gives you the recipe for chocolate cake, I think. So you gotta make her happy. Okay, here's the cutscene with George. You gotta give him some leeks to make him happy so he can give you the eel recipe. Spicy eel and cooked eel. I don't know if he gives you both of them, but he gives you one of them. So, gotta find Elliot. Gotta give him the freaking... Give her her fucking coconut because she likes them. Make her happy. Here, Elliot. There's your fucking catfish. And, I'm still wondering what that shit is next to the honey. I can't remember. I'll figure it out, obviously. But I just can't remember right now. It's not void mayonnaise. I've already sold void mayonnaise. That's in the other screen. Here. She seriously loves amethyst. I'll give her one. And here's this cutscene. See, I didn't know I was friends enough with Sam. I guess I give him gifts once a week. Eventually it's going to happen. I don't have his favorite stuff. So... I'm always curious to give him honky-tonk shit, but I never do. So I give her a plum, which is a like gift, because I don't have her loves. I rarely have anybody's love gifts. And I feel like I wasted an entire lucky day. Might as well start buttering the wizard up, right? Yeah. So I don't really care about the children, but look, I have 5. I only have a few more. I have 3 more people to get to 5 hearts. Leia, Abigail, and Gus. Well, Leia's easy to find once a week at least. Abigail is fine to find just about any time if you get to her early enough in her home. So it's getting late, but make more seeds for me, shall you? Yes. And I'm like, nah, there's got to be mushrooms in here. And of course there are. Those don't count as harvesting, though. Here, make seeds. Sell the rest. Save some. I really shouldn't be saving all those. But I can't remember what to cook and what needs cooking. So I forget. Jody gives you recipes. Pam gives you stuffing, an energy drink. Jody gives you... Actually, one of them gives you cobbler. I can't remember. Like blackberry cobbler. So you gotta save some shit for that. Probably should have done more in the growing the wheat. Maybe I'll do wheat. Wheat's only 4 days. Make a bunch of sprinklers, but I need to mine for gold and iron then. So, getting late. But we're not done, so I'm just going to grab the forageables and make my own seeds, thank you. Instead of waiting for the mushrooms to do it. Need blackberries? Yeah, let's do it. Let's plant everything. Because, I mean, again, it's less than 8 days away, so... I mean, more than 8 days away, so we can grow more forageables. We're good there. And that's it for this. We're going to start day 18 next episode. Appreciate you hanging out with me, watching this. Always comments are welcome and loved. So, certainly see it. And make sure to like the video if you know,